in this class to give each one of us the opportunity to truly experience the kind of assessment, meaningful, creative, six-facet oriented assessment that Understanding by Design empowers us to craft. Our midterm is not your typical paper and pencil midterm. Our midterm is an artifact that you create using a rubric as your guide, but you create it based upon your book of choice. So hopefully you picked your book back in week 1, and it needs to be finished by week 3 so that you can have your artifact done and ready to present in week 4. Now again, this is a blended course, so depending on when your class meets, your instructor may move the live presentation component, and don't worry, we'll get there. But in an ideal world with blue sky and no traffic on the freeways, this would be in week 4. So again, you and your instructor will discuss this. However, let's look at the assignment. So you have a choice of 3 different books. You choose between the big picture, the saber-tooth curriculum, and emergent curriculum in the primary classroom. Again, you've probably already discussed these with your instructor. Emergent curriculum is the one we strongly recommend for anyone teaching early childhood or the very early elementary years, K, even first grade, still relevant. The big picture is a book everyone gets something out of, but typically we strongly recommend this for anyone teaching, let's say first grade all the way through 12. And then the other book, the Saber-Tooth Curriculum, again, everyone enjoys this book, but typically we recommend it for those doing high school or adult learners and anyone doing ed-admin or in a non-traditional educational setting. But all 3 books are wonderful, and 99.99999% of all the people who read them truly love them. These are books people keep. These are not books you read and then get rid of. So with that said, in the choice books area on the toolbar, you see, first of all, there is a rubric, and we're going to go through that rubric. Inside the area for choice books, over on the left-hand nav bar, in between weeks 3 and 4, because you should be really working on your artifact in week 3 and ready to present it in week 4, you see the choice books. And in here, first of all, there is the rubric. We will go through the rubric. But you also see there's a wiki for each book. This will make a lot more sense when we go through the rubric. So let's do that. This is a multifaceted assignment/assessment. This rubric offers you guidance, but there is genuine individuality and creativity in your ability to demonstrate your growth in understanding and abilities thus far. So, first of all, let's look at content. The content of the artifact demonstrates synthesis of course focus, materials, concepts thus far. So what is exemplary? We're only going to look at exemplary. The artifact contains at least 3 clear, strong, direct, specific class readings, experiences, and or activities. So not 3 of each one of those, 3 things, 3 specifics. Somehow in your presentation, in your media artifact, in your sales pitch, you refer to, meaningfully use 3 specific things from our course to demonstrate synthesis. Each of those 3 specific things are used for a real purpose, not just a laundry list. Buy this book, it's really cool, and you'll like it if you think curriculum is an art and a science, and blah, blah, and blah, blah. That's not meaningful. That's a laundry list. No laundry list. Everything should have meaning and reason for being there. All right? And what are we specifically looking for? That you're using the artifacts to illustrate how the book enhances understanding of curriculum design with a focus on backwards design and serving the needs of diverse learners. Notice not saying what it has to be. When we get down to creativity and quality, that's when you'll see how much freedom you have within this structure. So whatever your artifact is, it needs to be some kind of media thing, not just a Word doc. Now, in the past, some people have created essays, but with those essays, they've always done some kind of illustration or they've embedded other media inside it. For that reason, a Word doc, even if you do an essay, is not your best choice. Better to do a PowerPoint, break up your story or your essay or whatever it is, into different slides and then include illustration, use color. There's a million different ways to communicate, and this is your opportunity to play with that. So what are we looking for? That the marketing piece that you craft to other individuals involved in curriculum design and education, that you do make it some kind of media experience. Whether it's PowerPoint or Prezi or video or other media format, it's original, it's engaging, and it's aesthetically pleasing. Whatever text you have, the grammar and the spelling are correct. Okay? We've had people make videos. We've had people actually make a video of an interpretive dance. We've had songs. We've had speeches. We've had a debate. A Prezi, like I said, a PowerPoint with other images and links, but make it so that there's an experience to be had in your presentation. Again, what are you doing? Well, let's look at the marketing message. You're creating a marketing tool, an artifact. Inside this, whatever it is, brochure, speech, presentation, interpretive dance, there is a clear, strong, direct message to a potential reader about the value, affective, the value of this book. The message clearly and directly encourages action, behavioral. So you're sharing the value, affective, and there's a clear call to action. There's a behavior you are trying to get the audience to do, okay? So content is far more cognitive, quality, creativity, that's your making it experiential, and then the marketing message is very affective and very behavioral. So you will create your artifact, your marketing tool, your brochure, whatever it is. You will present it live in the classroom. So if it's a video, you will have an introduction. Hello, this is my video, my name is blah, blah, blah. But let's look at what the expectations of the live presentation include. You've obviously rehearsed it. Not a lot of ums, not looking down at the ground. You're looking at the audience. Like I said, if it's a video or something else that speaks for itself, you're still going to do an introduction and say thank you or perhaps ask for questions. It's up to you. The whole of your presentation is somewhere between 5 and 8 minutes. Please don't go over. Your voice in your presentation is clear and easily heard. And you as the presenter share why. Again, affective. Give us a story. Why was this book calling to you? And if you want to add in more affective too, now that I've read it, blah, 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 that's fine. But why did you choose this book? Give us an anecdote. Give us a story. Let us build that affective, emotional connection to you, the presenter, the person who's about to share something that you've crafted that hopefully is a demonstration of your learning up to this point. Now, why do we have those wikis? Well, here we go. You will give, in text, a response to the books you did not read. Yes, they'll all be presented live, but each person will go to the wiki for the book they did read. If I read the big picture, I would go in here. I would obviously click edit. It's a wiki. I gotta get my toolbar. Oh, the magic toolbar. Okay. I would put my name here. Now, if it's a PowerPoint, I could upload it here. Not as many people are doing PowerPoints anymore. More people are doing Prezis, or again, we've got videos, all of that. Don't put anything like that actually inside a wiki. You will crash it. Those kinds of things, a video, post on YouTube, put in Dropbox.com. A Prezi, put the link here, okay? If it's media oriented and it's really big, like I said, Dropbox.com, it's free. Post it in your Dropbox, put the link here, make sure it's open to the public. How do you add a hot link? Well, type it in, HTTP, blubbity blub blub blub, highlight it, make sure you copy it, and then up here on your toolbar, right there, it looks like a chain link. You're making a hot link, all right? And little pop-up box, text to display, and the URL. I strongly recommend that whatever the URL is, let's say the URL is this, okay, put that in. Make that your text as well. That way, if there's a problem, we can still copy it and paste it and go directly there. One thing, when you're linking out, please click open a new window. Always works better. All right, click submit. Won't be hot until you save it. Got to save it. All right. So you've now done that. Let's say I did not read the big picture. What I would do is examine one of the artifacts, only one, you're not doing every one, just one, and then I would click edit. I would leave my name and meaningful feedback for my peers. When I'm done, I click save. Let me fix this so I haven't just messed it up for everyone. Delete, 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 clean it up. And let's go back to the rubric. So for each book you did not read, you will select one artifact from a peer and give meaningful feedback. Now again, what do we mean by meaningful feedback? Let's go back to the rubric. The response to the peer clearly explains the individual's reaction. That means yours. Positive, negative, or ambiguous. Yes, I would buy this book. No, I'm not interested in reading this book. I got to tell you, I don't know. I really don't have a response here to the book being marketed in the artifact. And you need to give 3 specifics from what you just examined that support why you feel the way you do. I can't wait to read this book. I'm so excited about it. I loved how you made the connection here, and then when you did this, and then when you focused on that. Okay? 3 specifics from the peer's artifact. Got it? You're doing your own presentation, media artifact on the book you read, posting it in the appropriate wiki, and then leaving meaningful feedback. Would you buy it? Would you read it or not? And why? For one person on one book you did not read and one person on the other book you did not read. This takes the place of our midterm. Have fun with this. Seriously. People have done wonderfully creative, fun, inventive, innovative marketing pieces, and in the process of doing the work, come to realize that not only have they learned so much already, but they found, as Seymour Papert likes to say, hard fun in the process of learning and demonstrating the learning, and the act of creating the marketing piece actually offered another venue for crafting personal, meaningful, and ding, 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 transferable learning. So there you are. Please reach out to your instructor if you have any specific questions, but use your rubric and have fun with this. Hard fun, but genuine fun. Thank you for your time and attention.